Hello everybody, I'm King of Death, and today I'm playing some more Danganronpa 2. I haven't said goodbye to the fair yet, because I've been going through the fair ever since the last chapter. Something like it's late. Seems like there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
Hey, is it true? Nice to read a lesson of the message? Yeah, but I missed stuff in her. And thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Dungeon Hamster, and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well!
A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding me. I'm starting to think it's of the game itself is breaking. Or you're trying to hint at something, because Gundam is nowhere near the flipping rock.
Huh?
I never allowed that.
Damn right!
Well, anyway, let's hurry up and play. Yeah. Gotta see what Nagata's will was.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it the traitor from Teach Foundation? If so, congratulations, looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way you hoped it would? Hello. Ended the way he hoped it would? Commander, why do you have to go? I'm gonna miss Commander more now. Like I was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it, it was just as my mistake.
Hey!
So he reset up the traitor, the killer and the act, and he never tried to make them survive the trial. Why would he do that? I'm starting to think the game's break. I think I got bug version. Enough of the useless talk. It appears there's still more. I don't know who's questioning this. But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video.
How unfortunate.
So unfortunately, I guess I lost. The outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe it. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me. Now then, let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I didn't like it. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the foundation allowed me to learn a certain thing. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was personally surprised by me. Commander, damn it, you got the fucking glitch to that top, didn't you? The Future Foundation's traitor must have known what that truth or wrong. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolve to take action immediately. I should have made fun of Hajime. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself, but I knew it. I knew he was going for a protagonist. Yep, the game's broken. Yep, the game's broken. How am I supposed to get that PlayStation on the back now? But now that I know the truth, as I look back on my transactions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mysteries and the Future Foundation, he's raising all our hopes. but only so he can lead you to unimaginable success. Plus, Martin was trying to show the respect of someone. Perhaps that someone is... Seriously, if they may ask help. Yeah, I can't read. Right. Here's why I hate the truth. Who is Martin was true identity? How could they come up with a plan like this? And how the hell are my voice messages always cutting out at the best part?
Now then.
Well, that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about some stuff to do. If you want to escape Martin's time, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to entering the place is that message you found at Mizumi Castle. The one I scratched out.
Well...
Normally you need to follow a bunch of steps into that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone over the Martin or money. But that has nothing to do with me. But I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. It's flipping Leon! The password is Leon! Why the flip did I not say that? That is the password that was written in the thing. Really? I'm just thinking that. Was Super Foundation just that aware of the fucking first game? They were just like, let's try an Easter egg in with the fucking password to hope people are polite. You have to use that to enter a specific place. That's the only way you can escape monitoring that. And if you don't, well, you always have that amazing Easter egg. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. Forgive I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world place. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
Yeah, I think my game might be closed and that's all. It's a nice to fun. That's Leon. Okay, that's the password. That message says, is it really anything? I don't accomplish anything at all. I got it. And that's 107 number that might be over the I forgot his voice. Why is it bringing up people whose voices I could obviously not do? There's no mistaking. That's the password, isn't it?
Hey.
I think that's scared before the count then we can do it. I'm sorry. This hurts, mate. You're right, look. I'm just thinking, how do we the only ones reading people, or is everyone else just ignoring them? Why is it snowing? This looks like snow. Am I correct that it's snowing? It's quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go and find what's going to be in there?
You are a boy, right?
Very reasonable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's always a there's always that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Then I'm right. It's not the last chance to get. Is everyone else just forgetting that they're dead or something? I'm starting to feel the nauseous and the thrill, the chills, the chills.
Thanks.
If you're gonna let it out, why not give it in the
Dumbass.
Okay, I'm just looking around.
Young master for Yuhiko.
It's going to be alright. You don't have to worry, I'll protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together.
Shut
Now,
up.
don't treat me like
This is your leader's order.
that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's orders. This is just... I'm fed up.
What?
What was that? I told her that you only understood piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
Please. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm just thinking, everyone just wipe this on their memory that all these people are fucking dead, because I have to remember so many shit we wiped. Except for the recent dash. The recent dash I gave the best one for this one. Okay, so the password is Leon, correct?
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Well then, let's open the door to the future. Leon, done. Okay, have it. References to the first game. This game is basically just reference after reference. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. That's my game breaks. Well, that's sad. That's very sad. My game's broken. So sad.
Is this a trial ground?
Oh, come on. My game said that the trial that hurts me the most was the last one, so I didn't have to go through more pain.
But why am I at a trial ground?
Yeah, I'm already at maximum pain. There's no way this could get worse. Anyway, this is the final chapter.
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way...
Who's her voice? Clifton's voice, I'm sure.
Huh?
Where did everyone go?
They were dead.
Hmm? Everyone?
This is literally just everyone's got the fucking sixth sense of I see dead people. Something around. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. That's really weird is my game breaking. Why? This world. 38, 17, all of the Michael Brown cars, they were spread, and as massive rule became reality with a massive fucking egg bomb utility. And then the world blew up at the end. That's the end of the game. Then it's so very sad. And this game has like one chapter left, but it's pretty sad. Stage clear. Wait, what do you mean stage clear? I ignore the question mark. Chapter. Okay, chapter 5 ends. Okay. That's me. Kameda had to go, and then Chiaki had to go. Why? That feels a bit more pain. Game is backpack. I'm so tempted to get one of those, but I don't want one. I'm tempted to get one, but I'm not sure if I want one. Chapter 0, okay. Chapter 0. Okay, well, we'll just go all the way back. All the way back before all the pain and suffering. What was too wrong to say was way I know what this is. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And even every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself. This isn't I couldn't stand up there very well, but for me it was comfortable. I never thought of not knowing what to expect. It could be so fun, I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. Me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Oh, hello, Tomato. On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. A very, very great voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's why. You do like ships. That's it. So this is a ship. I can't help it, but I heart it. I don't even care. You just realize that now? Is it? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little. The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The over-familiar attitude, the friendly smile, but under that thin skin, I detected foul, obsessive odor like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How could I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. The greatest character in this game. Anyway, listen. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. So that's your talent then. Well, boring talent. A boring talent, huh? That's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that, that's because I have luck as well. Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hotel Academy too, right? So you're one of us. Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? Sorry. So I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. This world is full of boring people, boring stuff, boring ships, abandoned boats, boring. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. That is pure. Even though they know that and because of these this world has come to a deadlock. The world has stopped evolving. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps does that have anything to do with the reason we're here? Boring people make no contribution to the world, not even a speck of does. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations. That's completely different. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people as a talent. Is it not? Is it now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past? I wonder who we're talking about. I talk about the ultimate stare. But how? I mean, they're already. I have the contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. I double go. Then will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fibre of my being again? And this time, I will be able to kill her this time, the person I hate so much. Explain your hand. This. The end of that. It's a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't flattened. Hey, maybe that means it's become one with me. Isn't it amazing I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy? I see, so you lavish the body you really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as an enemy, you know, because she's my sworn enemy because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, so that I hate her. That's strange. Oh, look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabba Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on this island once we get there. I can already predict what will happen. I already know because I learned to love my talent. No matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's a reason we seem to get along pretty well. Maybe people ship us. Who knows? Hey, can I see you again? I prefer the internet has more censorship. There is no reason whatever it is again. After all, you are boring. Well, that makes the internet love us more. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? How sad. Okay, well, that's the quickest chapter ever. What am I supposed to do? It's only be 25 minutes. What is this? Really, it's this flipping shit door again. It's a door. There's a door. A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Where is everyone? What the flip has happened to me? Why do I have no hands? Why am I flipping limping over? Wait, are you making me do all the chapter 1 again? This is going to annoy me, isn't it? Isn't this a classroom? Even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient room with everyone else, and I arrived at a place that looks like a trial grounds, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. Just like before, when we all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabrock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabrock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
And I'm still here.
Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
Time to kill each other.
Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Did he say that I think what I think he said? Yes, he definitely said. He said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? I was hoping this game took up more of the flipping. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. This is just the flipping first game. They just threw 2 models into this game. It's great. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. This creepy place is Hope Speak Academy that I admired for so long, when the walls are super level. It's probably a building that Monica made to start with, just like the fun house. That's right, that's definitely it. I know, but there's no flipping fruit on the flipping walls. I guess fed up of fruit at that point. Which I didn't eat fruit for 3 days because of that. Monica was said to come to the gymnasium next. And I'll go and definitely click with them. It really is. It's the exact same flipping map and I love it. Thank you. What the flip is that? Yeah, it seems like the first game's seen better days. Gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. We might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. And yeah, my game's like, seriously, is this game just gonna break again? Can I just get given the chapter? Thank you. This is the end of good. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I'm going to go. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It really, they just used first game stuff again, didn't they? It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Heather,
Yo!
there's an announcement in here too, right? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
What do you make of all this? I could have said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
Anyway you look at it, it's impossible. Hello, how does it feel to return to our long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you!
Hey, where are we? We should go rock it at this time. What a shock. I just told you, guys, this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in the hell that's true. Well, we're not in hell, so it's true.
No!
But it is. I mean, this is definitely Hostess Academy, not hell. I can tell you it's not hell. If it was hell, I would have killed you all. Well, that's left. Well, what's left of it is. Anyway, what's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hostess Academy fell to ruin.
Lies!
You serious about that? Stupid fool! I don't believe it. And of course it fell to ruin, I mean, what they were doing things that they deserve to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you Hostess Academy and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this to you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. I bet someone knows that someone is there. I think it's someone in our life just to annoy you guys, and I just love it. Someone? Oh damn it, got into my brain.
Don't fuck with me!
None of this bullshit. You spit it out already. Just spit it out already.
You...
Where did you take it? I am not certain of my memories. I believe we entered the Academy ruin and...
In other words...
I made the Hostess Academy between the door to the ruin and the enchanted ruin. Why? What do you mean?
Hey!
What do you mean?
What's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting too grumbly? Are your minds getting too grumbly? That only knowledge is that right? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. I cut off every dead person's hand. You've been eaten down for the past 5 days. Entertainment, you're trying to make us do something, aren't you? Yes, I already made you eat everyone's hands. I got kind of bored of that after a while, so I made you eat everyone's feet.
No way!
There's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation. What is this? Is that the graduation exam? Well, there's the headmaster. I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure
on the other
about
hand,
this?
I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So...
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make any decisions. Whether you want to leave Africa or stay here. Well, obviously going to get out there. Still while you're staying.
That's right!
Yeah, this is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
Just, you can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet, right? Main cast? Okay, here's it. If it's supposed to juggle up one character, I'm turning the game. I'm turning the game off, or it has so much fun instead. I can guess I comes here that I won't turn the game off.
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guests of honor arrive. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I just first all the teaching materials you need for your research for Hostess Academy. Hopefully I didn't put any on the second floor because I think that's like a draft. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever, otherwise the main cast is going to hate me. So please rest assured and try to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic word, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? I do not understand this at all. Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
like he keeps insisting that this place has the academy. Well, that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
Did any of us actually get that scene of flipping inside this place? How do we make it back home to the academy from the chopper guys in the first place? Maybe that is her. Maybe the ruins are her big academy. It's possible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Pacific Academy to exist in Jackrock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. It's built in, it's really Pacific Academy. I'm thinking now, did everyone in the first game get their memories back, or did they just lose all that amazing hope-filled training? This is the Pacific Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world's going on? Oh, why is it happening? I'm finally able to attend Pacific Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. And so I wanted to become a home. Is that what you're thinking? Just stop it. Listen carefully, the only humans worthy of becoming home, but there's amazing talents and a strong will, not you pathetic, useless pieces of shit. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by hope to become hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blind by your admiration for Hope's Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. You're a talentless freak. You have nothing to do. You're more worthless than I am. A nobody who forgot that he was a nobody, that's all. As useless as everything else. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left it. Should have just left with it. Why do I have to go through something like this? Anyway, did something happen?
Hey, bastard!
That's a time to go now. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but it's not really.
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Markuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what I mean?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Markuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
I'm gonna chuck him, Monami has gone. The situation hasn't changed one bit. What you mean? Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not well then, and then we were really tricked by Markuma. However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
You just think that they're our allies, they might not just be our allies. Maybe Markuma is telling us to investigate the information on our own. Like he said, you could not betray the Future Foundation. If she was still alive, she definitely would have helped us. Not even her just being with us would have been a big help. It would have helped the players' emotional stability a lot. So let's just go. Why should we do?
Damn it.
That's obvious. If you're a get out of here, if we're going to get out of here safely, we have to do a flipping this stupid graduation exam crap.
So annoying.
Graduation exam, I'm not really good at taking exams. I guess it's better than people, that is.
Jeez.
Malcolm said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we haven't?
right!
Alright, I'm saying.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about something about Hospic Academy, about ourselves.
Ah,
Okay, if we don't know anymore, but if we can just go, that's right, all the lights have fire. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yeah. He's right. Now's not the time to become... To be... now's not the time to learn how lucky I am. And this place really is. What happened to Hospic Academy? None of that matters. What's important is, I literally decided with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But, damn it. Like, should already know that's what we're thinking. So, why did he say that? We have to decide our own whether or not we want to leave Jackpot Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey!
What are we gonna do? Can we start already? What are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
even so.
Yes, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. See what's your trade then? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez!
What is that? Idiot freak can run the head without being cautious.
Man.
Just see if I think about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
alright!
And if so, I will beat the crap out of the killer. So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stop at a green light, we've never reached our goal. I overcat, Mark.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
I overcat. I can't already took off it already. It might be faster if we split enough around too. Like Sonya said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. I don't care if the rest of the character on I don't care. And let's get going. Let's get this over.
Later.
Go home. I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Ruth, why don't you left to do later?
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Say take a deep bow and left with me.
Oh my! Miss Sonia!
Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. That's what she turned out. Changed down to Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. This always happens. I should hurry and start too. It's a bit more now. It's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. But, yeah, this is definitely fucking chapter 6. Only the fucking investigators that like fucking up about this chapter. Like, why am I floor 5? That's weird. This is the full way I walked through the explanation, but clearly different. This Martin was doing good, but he's trying to confuse us again. I don't know how he's doing it. but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's just I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Okay, so I can do this. Dojo is open. No, I'm not even sure why I'm running anymore. I forget different. I prefer the first game. What's strange things that makes me think there's no way we can put the entire school. How is this a mistake to expect that these guys are still to make sense? What the fuck is this shit? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, The History of Hosting Academy by Monica. Yep. That's definitely what. I can imagine that actually being a real flipping manga. No, they're like the stupid days that are done for mangas now. Why is the manga such a fucking title laid out in the open? Let's start with history first class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first you ask? That depends on the person. So this was what one can make just to kind of explain how specific it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can just do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at it. Anything that might be a clue to get out of here. No matter what it is, even if it is some stupid. Yep. Manga The Morons. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through pages. Weird cover art. As an introduction to History Academy history, a narration by the cover. The history begins with an introduction to History Academy. Can we skip past the do I have to overdrawing for this? History Academy is, I get my friend to school is privileged where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. But to raise hope is the nation's first future. Many of its luminous theories are those industries. These students are coached through a scouting program. Yes, but the ones who scout them are History Academy's teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. History Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, History Academy has been suffering from its decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department, a department full of losers and deadbeats. Unlike the main department who scouts students, the Reserve Department utilizes the general entrance exam. Normal of the faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking at the Reserve Department. Expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, History Academy received an endless stream of applicants. History Academy was now available to countless commoners and worthless pedants, people who only care about the brand. With this, History Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. I'm thinking now, did the Reserve Department just get to go anywhere they want, but they just couldn't go in, they couldn't they couldn't attend in the main building or something. I was thinking they wouldn't have everyone, they'd have to learn their stuff and build for them. Because History Academy is with a true genius who was the killing of Mankind's hope, but just that when they thought everything was going well, an unpredictable incident occurred. And that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The event that will be brought up constantly throughout these games. So much that I have to just call it the flipping tragedy. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope Chicken Candy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history was the people flipping saved by this game. The Chicken Candy was crippled by the incident that was forced to ship down without accomplishing anything because of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The end. Then there was so sudden, like a manga that's fully cancelled in the middle of its run, was TV programs that cancelled by America because they hate people. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy of Hope Chicken Academy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but it's just be a waste of time to wonder about things that make sense. One point I learned some things because of this manga. It was their department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of those just for students, right?
But hold on!
That's weird. Okay, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department? Thinking about this only took away your school memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had the talent, right? I think it's weird that you actually forgot to do it like that. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Christian Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly steal those memories yourself. You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to hear everything that they embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. It happens pretty often, not that I know anything about that, though. I'm not traumatized over the first game at all. Are you serious? My fault, I forgot. That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and you kind of brush it off. Well, that's especially the reserve costume. You low peasant can't ever stand up to me, your headmaster Monotino. Gabby, what the bullshit heck is wrong with him? The department has been added to the system. I was really hoping I'd do this, because while looking straight to everything, I wanted to put some cool stuff and I wanted to look Caesar. I already did that in the first game, but not doing that again. That is 20 flipping years. That was 20 years of my life. Okay. I kind of see now. He's just. I can't go into blood room. Come on. Nope. I'm very sure the door was covered before. Okay. Who's down here now? This is another manga. And this one is manga for morons, the Tragedy of Hope Academy, huh? Was the Tragedy of Hope Academy mentioned in the other manga too? Well, Hope Academy went backwards then. It was the biggest, the biggest most open, most tragic event you can pick. Okay, go to that. And then it's gonna be a fucking meme. if I read this manga, will I be able to learn a lot more about the incident and the biggest, most traffic, most awful event is just flippy again. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages, and realised that the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, actually happened or some shit. To see what I could learn about the event, that's the tragedy of the High School Academy. Because I like the cover. I like the cover of this one. I love the brand. Manga for morons. Great. They should continue. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Academy occurred at Hope's Academy. I'm not doing this voice policy. The key player in this event was a student named Izuru Kamakure. Just letting everyone think that name in. You were expecting Juka, but it was just me, Izuru. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Academy used all their research to develop him. So basically, they fluffed this shit for someone and turned him into the ultimate hope, who then probably betrayed them. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Yeah, I'm not doing that like they have been, but that's wrong. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the Ultimate. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. So basically, if you knew Izuru before, you wouldn't know him after. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best friends, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Or you could just watch the flipping Danganronpa free anime and get this shit over and done with much quicker, which is only like a minute and a half of your life. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. They had to lock off the room for like 5 days. They had to hire someone who did. They had to hire some police investigator and pay him off to not say there was blood in that room. However, as certain students began working in secret to use that incident to raise money, that student uncovered that what the Academy did, and they're making that knowledge public. It stoked the fire of reserve class students who had long been dissatisfied with how they've been treated. They marched in the lines of 50, and they marched in flipping groups of 50. So they just marched all the way up to the main building and started doing shit. It was cool. And the uprising began. So much uprising that every dude who hates school would dream this happened to their school. That's how cool it was. And that heralded the Hope's Academy construction so much war. Literally, they found flipping guns into like one of the ultimate rooms. Who was trained in the ultimate gunman or gunwoman? No one knows. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Academy, which led to the students getting firearms and going against the world. The end, done. Eventually, the incident was believed to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. So much that I'm going to fucking meme it afterwards. Word cited Martina. Let me start first manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hudson Academy. Oh, ironic. For genius knows the ultimate hope that the course of this gruesome incident, a talent like that is too illegal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. She should be lucky that his competition. That way he always has to lead up to something offensive. He still pisses me off. For ultimate hope. I could have mentioned that before too, but it looks like he's something completely different. What Nature says was true meaning of hope. But hope simply means his talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents, most days give me one of his talents, so I just have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it says that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began an uprising. The uprising of the century. The army war down on news helicopters everywhere. They were shooting down. They were shooting out every fucking helicopter. They were killed. And then that happened. And that's that me. If I had discipline too, that's not possible. There's no way I have no reason to do something like that. Gosh, isn't that great copyright? Especially a Husband Academy of lads. Can't we just put manga for dummies? This manga for dummies is one category of this thing. Anyway, I've learned about the category of Husband Academy, but because it's all from my tragic event in human history, it's far worse, isn't it, right? I forget anymore. What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't injured? First student who frequently used the incident to their advantage. Who is it? This is really messed up. But all it is doing is raising more questions. Oh man, I can't wait for the trial. The trial was beyond my greatest purpose. And the guest survivor will arrive. The students just keep piling up. Wait. Okay, well, we're going to the next one here now. Or are we? Aren't we? Go. Huh. Wait up. Did you just open the door to let the shield back out? I like how it still opens the door on the door. What the hell is this room? Freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freeze or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing here. And I should probably investigate so I can get out of this shit hole. There's another manga laying around here. Why is this? Trying to title this Manga for Morons, the biggest mistake from the tragic event in human history. I'm gonna say it for that one. I know the next one would obviously be about this issue. The biggest mistake from the tragic event in human history. Oh man, I would never guess that was what they called the tragedy at all. Man, but yeah, biggest mistake. Just shut the flip up. Just what was the incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that it was right. I was right. Interesting cover art. Sorry about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest result from a tragedy of the Earth flipping games. It's just drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this end. This sounds like a story I would write. The tragedy of Husband Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students and their fluffing army jets that triggered the tragedy of Husband Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extreme. So dangerous that if the ultimate to join in, it's supposed to kill, has like five mechanic based ultimates, like making fighter jets and tanks and shit. to kill. I don't know why. I just really want to. I just like the thought of the tragedy. Having the fucking army jets and shit being made at the hate. The moment started spreading all over the internet, and fostering a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the moment was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by society and social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and one-time destruction became the only goal. The strong butcher is the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless death was the norm. The media was saturated with death to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and corrupt began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. But a war that doesn't involve religion. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organisation devoted to a certain student who influenced her attending a group called Ultimate Despair. My favourite group name. I named every single fucking group I ever made. Ultimate Despair is great. Instead of using Hospital Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. It was so great. So much death, so much despair, so much hatred and war. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The power and influential created new values and morals to spread despair, and with this they created a tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the most overplayed flipping line in this series. As long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. What flipping time is it? Sorry, 9 o'clock. I keep on going. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest result from a tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. Literally, if it was, listen, Hajime. If it was made up, I wouldn't have to read it 50 times. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favourite restaurant. What happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is the meaning of this? I thought you'd obviously know what Victor Holbrook has destroyed the world, but you cannot remember that. That's just despair. That's the future foundation's fault, trying to learn through in your school memories. Just learn that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brain. This incident really happened, like, actually forgot about it. There's no way that's possible.
What are you
How
saying?
many times I have to tell you, all the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm doing it for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well just as lives in the outside world. Please do that, Tommy. That's what it means by what he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted to that. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduation, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. If you want to leave Chapel College or stay here. Trying to make it still the first towards the outside world, who will want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. So like that simply can't exist. The outside world just it fills with hope. Just like that. Perhaps that's definitely it. It has to be a thing, but can't you just put manga for morons to do that data? It would be great. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world does it despair do? If there's a brother to a third student who guides the Hope Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Academy? Plus your organisation isn't just one person, like group of people. But if there's no ultimate despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were so helpful. And all the killing were involved in connected to them as well. It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, go around out of the freezing room. Okay, am I going to a new floor now? Next. So that was good, the nearest place to death. So where do I go next? Oh yeah, you're gonna let me in this room. No, I shouldn't know. I'm just scared just because I don't see him.
Jeez.
Right, I went by the room, there was good me here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty if I
Damn right.
Son, Charles, you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna bring you over that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Why do you want my tutor?
Hiya!
Hi, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right? What are you doing here?
No!
Well, there was another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of Lord Manager, I got bored of Lord Manager. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? Because going back from the beginning, I didn't want to read the manga in the first place. I just didn't know who doesn't like manga. There's like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pies. I'm getting really excited with your babbling Hurry up, what did you want to, what did you need to tell me? Got that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise, it's about Ultimate Despair. Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to the grizzly these days.
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. They called her. I probably won't say the name. Not if I feel like it. A high school girl.
yes indeed.
Lady Juko Onishima. Yes, I am getting the name. You thought I wasn't that yet. Juko Onishima.
Hey,
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and she was just. Everyone admired her, even dudes fell head over heels for her, and created the Ultimate Despair. I might skip several. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me.
Oh, that's right. I don't really know the Ultimate Despair part. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people just join the flipped-up organization created by high school girls.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have no uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the high school her connections were the main reason the incident began. The tragedy is in the first place that she even recruited people who would have been positive to neutralize the threat.
huh?
So what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they could do what they did without a purpose.
Hey,
It was Juko Onishima's despair. But Juko Onishima's despair isn't about purpose. A set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Juko Onishima as Juko Onishima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed fleshy has made a human. It's exactly like that. Juko Onishima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited Ultimate Despair one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into our minds. And so, the Ultimate Despair who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Onishima. Like believers make offerings to their gods. Wow, take this idiot compared to the father of despair. Like a mother providing food for their children, they dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Onishima's name. They're damned. They killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way there's no way something that crazy is possible. But it is happening.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve for students who tried to do a host of canvas? on its days.
In other words,
Sugar has the power to tell famous people's values. This is all true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final day? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their roles as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. and so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students. It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. Also, the stage Junko and Shima, it doesn't scare me at all.
Bastard!
Junko and Shima is already dead. Huh? Could somebody just light up that picture a bit? I now feel like a big Junko enough. That part's been updated. What the hell is it? What the hell else am I supposed to do? I said that to you. As I've been 21 minutes.
What?
I'm surprised you want to hear about the ultimate spares again. No, I don't really need to.
Hey,
Well, even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was actually...
Phew!
I don't know. Is it true what you said? Because he was is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There's a book called Manga for More and Killing School Life. In that bloody classroom. What is that? No way. What was that? Is it about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in. They were killings that happened at Hudson Academy. Whatever called them, Mastermind kept their own life because the remaining students worked together with the female.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it worked. His school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students managed to escape from the academy. Oh, there's one less of us. The manga about the killing school life. It was drawing of a lot of silly images. And dumb guy. According to that, Mastermind finally failed to kill school life was Yuko and Shima. Mastermind took her own life, which means Yuko and Shima is dead.
Like...
It turns out the killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful, most awful whatever incident. Literally, who the flip cares about that game anymore? Kind of tragedy. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hudson Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hudson Academy, she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras are broadcasting the whole thing.
So...
The students of Hudson Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all that. That's messed up. That's cool, but messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Shima failed. Junko lost us to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. When Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Martin's story true or not, doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko and Shima isn't alive anymore. Who's our enemy? Junko and Shima is already dead. Are the rest of the ultimate despair behind us? Why was Junko and Shima carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killing involved in them actually in school life. I don't know who the hell imitating Joker and making it go through this shit. I mean, imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students of Hoodwick Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose the debate. If this is really an imitation, all those surveillance cameras are the same too. That's a wild ride. The cameras all over Jekyll Garden. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like surveillance cameras during the school period? Oh look, it has a picture of everyone before they died. Because the school life has been added. Greatest character has been updated. And how to make you turn your nose on that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I'll just raise the flag. Dad? What do you mean raise the flag? I'm not happy if you do that.
Ooh,
One
how
step at a time, you're getting close to
exciting.
coloring my character though. You're not making any sense. Making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my rules. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside world and inside.
Yeah!
I'll raise down flag like raise it. Can't wait. I can't deal with this here, you know. Walk it. It's changed to a different hallway again. What's going on to make something like this happen? I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's like this. No time for me to be surprised by something like this. And that's why this is What? Oh man, this game is bloody as hell, isn't it? I guess there's only one room open. What? Oh, there we go. Going to put 3. Goodbye. I can't understand that. It looks like music. I feel like it's completely insane. It's like it's from across the monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? Not just that, the mark engaging to the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? The combat the biggest missile from the second event. A large symbol bears some passage age there's some short passage engraved. The combat the biggest missile of the event in human history. Graduates of History Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. This foundation was established by the graduates of History Academy. Aren't they known as well then though? Completely different. I can these are pretty later. This foundation's origin path has been added to the true symbolic section of the foundation. However, why is this word floating in the air? This is all a hologram. This is like a hologram, right? Floating letters are 400 sentences. It's like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information from the person who claimed to be a survivor of History Academy. For further investigation, there are a total 50 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people this time. Is the survivors of History Academy possibly maybe targeted by the ultimate despair? We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. But I don't believe the group can be that far within education without education rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a period of killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of History Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. As regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research researchers and Japan College. Preparations have been complete. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the real world project, right? I think I started with it. Why is the host of Academy? 15 students that about us. Excluding Chucky, who was part of this foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but I just survivors move. Like they're talking from some of the world. That happened outside Japanese Island. The biggest missile from a tragic event in human history is really true when the world is ignored anymore. Maybe I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering in the memories we've lost. Okay, the Academy survivors has been walking. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on the outside at least. We were found due to by the graduates of History Academy and they took us in to a test. If that's true, Kathy should have made that clear. As long as my criminals are around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. My comment is, if he's the Future Foundation only, then this charge entry must be what to expect. Because the biggest missile from a tragic event in human history. Oh, did you hear that? The biggest missile from a tragic event in human history. I know, we haven't said it enough yet. Keep on saying it for like the next 50 minutes. Once we're carrying out the will of the Ghost I'm making us go through this. The Ghost Best character, do you think him as best character? I just caught my attention in the email said, Let's just research the Christopher Collins mentioned in the email. What's that about? The only future foundation facility with time is the actual room. There's no way that research facility, if there really is a research facility on this island, there should be more of a future foundation members there. No, they're still some mysteries. Let's see which one do I end up on this one? Don't go far, I think it's just a bit of wow, damn it, I was really hoping to put that in the film again, I love that really. Right, okay, so the headmaster's room or... Okay, teachers rounded. I look at the comments like smoking mirrors. This feels different than from the background.
Maybe.
Probably the opposite. I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy pizza vibe to it. You know, the vibe that everyone hates about pizza. The opposite. Now that you mention it, it does sound like that. Anyway, can I make this voice sound a bit different? I think my voice is dying.
Well,
unfortunately, how about you mistaken? I don't feel it anyway. That's what I'm going to guys over to accept the stone and give it up already. This subject really. I'm trying to think, can I see what that picture looks like without like zooming out? Actually, this picture is in the public phone house, I just wasn't bothered to. I'm just really bothered to look at it. Flowers, message. Oh, grandma's here with the chapter.
Huh? Are you serious?
Really, there's Mark Hoomer's the chapter. All of it. I thought I found all of them already. Shit, I gotta, damn it, I've probably missed like 50 of them, damn it.
this is bad.
Hey, have you thinking of something? I don't feel anything.
I mean...
Damn it, I'm really worried. What if something happened to me when the Sonia isn't looking? Happened to me when this guy is so useless sometimes. Well, I just realized about my room is setting me on fire. So I'm just gonna have to think, what am I gonna do? I'll just look like flowers. Flowers and cups of stuff. Plus they look strange to me, are my eyes just tired? Are these flowers look just looking pixelated? They look like a random shit you'll find, like, they look like a random, like you find, like, in far distance, in the game. There's something written on the blackboard. Written. Oh, I know that. I went to it. List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters, just below that, on names I've seen before. Oh, we got Hajime Hinata, Best Boy Nagata, Greatest Waifu Chiaki, Goju Kanaka, Kazuaki Soda, Ultimate Imposter, I like it for there's a, like, I still love that the Ultimate Imposter has no identity. He's doing a constant identity crisis. Like, he's the, no. And the OK Foundry. Why should the Foundry's name underneath that picture of somebody who doesn't look like a little... I know, I've seen the before. So it's looking, yeah, I'm not bothered with that bullshit. I was about looking in the front house, there's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Whether Circus Sanjay is written there. What is this newspaper? And that does not look like a little piece of shit. So it can't be Yoko. Miss Yoko Sanjay. Future. Look, those are the only words I can make out. What is this? It says Miss Yoko Sanjay, this can't mean that the same Hyoko, right? You're like a little piece of shit who everyone hated and deserved to die. I mean, the Hyoko we know. Who was that? All of us. She was much smaller and much more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. And she did not look like she ever grew in since she was 5. But the photo in this photo, the photo in this newspaper, looks like a person. It looks like I can't think of anything. My mind's just like, why do I have to look at this parents? No way, I can see the resemblance to Yoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from Yoko we know. And Yoko we know is so stupid and stupid. No, God. What does this mean? Is it only Mahu actually pays attention to her shit? This way was pretty sure. Yoko is all the sister. No, it's just Yoko Sanjay. And then Yoko has an older sister with the same first and last. An older sister with the same first and last name.
I mean...
That's the only explanation of that. I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Yoko. But did you even hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her anyway.
Wrong!
She doesn't have an older sister. Yoko is the Sanji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still there's still too much.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko. Piece of shit. Let's calculate to get into your mind, Hyoko actually grew.
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like that. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. Maybe she had something that someone in my chat will never have. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. She died like that. Here's that shit killer.
Today, I'm feeling white!
Regardless of all the... My camera quote. Making you wonder what the hell they mean sometimes. Well, regardless of all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth. If this is the truth, then the Hyoko in the newspaper. Listen, Marikuma never lies, so I just know we never get into her head. And Marikuma never lies. He said he would give us back our school memories, and he's technically doing that now by giving us back the memories of everything that happened. If I remember stuff in chapter 1, I remember all the Marikumas was very long awaited promises. The truth is, Hyoko in the newspaper, Hyoko actually grew up. No, I didn't do it yet. He grew up? This is really saying this is the same person. It's impossible. I mean, how can there be a person grown up Hyoko when she's already dead? She died. How is she grown up? Is this an afterlife picture? Did she finally get the growth spurt she wished for? Did she use the Super Dragon Balls or some shit? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
This is bad!
If it says subject, then it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Does that experiment change the other body? What am I saying? Just saying how makes it sound messed up. What experiment? if it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that there's possible, right? And our names are also written on the blackboard under all this that list of what kind of experiment is it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. As I'm just not going to talk to you anymore, calculation. You have bullshit spells like subject lists, you know. If I have to look at it. Yes, I have to look at this report at some random deal there and give a shit about. And extremely overwhelming portrait is hard to understand. It feels like I've seen it before, but today's X-Jump to the plate says, Hosting Academy Saturday, user chemical right? Found a Hosting Academy and his name is the host is renamed the Ultimate Hope after their founder. Man, how fucking arrogant are they? This really contradicts the expression I was saying earlier. No. The Academy found everything I just learned about it. Let's look at the floating email. Emails of the future suddenly float in front of your face. Letters floating in the air like the scenario. It's like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should do that. You understand the map regarding the survivors. In order to successfully acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost utility, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps they're still leader and power with Junpei and Shima. Also, as long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. This remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of the future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's stands for the biggest assault in the Pennsylvania history. It's as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much all out war. Remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they will be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair have been added to the tribute section of your home. Anytime you go read that update. Okay, this you finally raised all the flags on this block. Congratulations, Handman, you shall now go on to the next stage. Welcome to level 3. Next stage. I just don't look at anything other than the stuff I have to now. Yeah, I didn't go into level 3. Oh man, not again. Oh, it's definitely from the last. It's always definitely from the last side. I guess then the flag motion will make it raised. I'm moving to a different hallway then. How can you do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that, and I'm going to fucking... My eyes are getting messed up by these fucking lines on the stage. I'm not flipping out. Think about it, it's just going to like my edges. I'm always getting the map up, always getting the map up. Hey, wasn't someone important killed in there? I don't know. I'm sure someone was in. Someone who skipped through another. The guy was killed in there. Yep, that's the. Why is it always the fashion game? Maybe the game is just maybe we'll go them. Or maybe I could go to all the murders. Maybe we'll go to all the murders. But I can't remember. No, I don't know. There's always imagining it. And so I just learned question on people. I don't question this yet. Yep. Even no, wait, that's a VR game that I'll probably play after. Ah, great, hopefully cameras, yeah. So, the table of dartboard and a shelf lined with magazines. Hard to think of a room like this at kids' different class schools. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just not gonna question this. Okay. Yeah, right here, you just don't question the stuff. There's different magazines here, fashion, motorcycles, and art, sports, computer travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. My hero was a big happy to do this. Actually, my room is very hard. How can you feel that? There's confidential that means this is a big secret though. There's important documents here. I might even ask a question like that after you might generate response. Anyway, I need to confirm what's about. About the hope cultivation plan. For many years, Hope Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. Hope cultivation plan seeks to use the fruits of our labour to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in improving the ultimate education. We provide an ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation. So we must succeed at all times. Follow the detailed instructions into an intricate order. I'm just looking at the comment numbers now, and there's something I'm not surprised. It's full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. Anyway, however, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The hope cultivation plan was created to take a birth in the true hope. Hopefully it was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope. Yeah. Okay, cultivation plan now is done. I look at the front email. This hologram again. Look, I'm starting to think how do I email being placed up in the air? I don't know why. I just think it'd be funny if you could actually email them. That's natural, that's natural email them. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successfully acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived in the harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigations, we determined that they are the same age as Jeffrey, so we have decided to ensure them to survive the clinical life. As for them, they are still on a solid route regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything for the sake of future field of hope. canvas size has been updated. It says here that they didn't find them and has placed them last time. That means we being protected by Fusion Foundation, right? Then why is it happening? If the Fusion Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on the island? I guess it's not possible that the Fusion Foundation set this up.
What's this?
My, how come you keep worrying like that? You're gonna get a toothache and collapse. What time is it, man? Just mad. Did I start this at exactly exactly 7 o'clock or some shit? At 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm listening to track time. This is your time. And what is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You think you can do that? Well, just keep on you, because they're
no!
Who cares about me anyway? That's not important, that's all. There's no way that's not important. It's true, I guess they should connect everything to what's happening right now. If I'm losing it, let's see, am I going to the next level? Yes I am, Slaughter. Slaughter is upside down. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. Why is it upside down? I'm pretty much used to it by now, but what is this place? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, it's just totally disconnected from reality. Yeah, kind of broken. How about that? This place that I don't like. Oh, the library. That's the library down again. Oh god, it's right side up here. Ah man, there we go. This must be a library. Martin would probably left something here, so I should probably have to find it. Yep, basically it. Not very nice. There's hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it, there's no doubt that it's another clue. The Future Foundation 14 Division, the current again. So, where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of business. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being enlightened. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The six of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed to our ideas, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the purpose of a future filled with hope. Me? Mr. Evil suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants despair through. Evil about the system because he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why would he try to protect the remnants despair? Would he betray the Future Foundation? Email to McCurtain now again, then I'll do it. Remnants Despair has been updated once again. Okay, so am I on the different floor this time? No, I'm on the second floor still. Okay. Oh, that's 2 hours. 2 hours. What is this? How did I walk into a classic? No, this is the first floor shit. I'm just thinking now, does it always have a swim suit up there? Because I've never paid attention to the swim suit now. I don't really get it, but this looks like the lunchroom. No, you used to worry about it, but I was at school I was at school and now I'm sitting in a library. Tablet PC, okay? It's a tablet, not PC. This looks like a tablet computer. It's a tablet! Looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up this tablet and immediately started examining it. Real world program? It was this way. Now, I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times before. What program has missing names? It's like therapeutic communication simulator. I like Real World program like that. The Real World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Real World program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurological and the ultimate therapist were among the many talented people who research results were utilised. By mounting an advice to the cranium, the Real World program allows its subjects to experience synthetic world virtual world. Additionally, the Real World program has a much future. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma to stay in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is extremely forbidden, so it is highly effective in reducing brainwashing, abuses, and device risk. It's totally personally destructive. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating the program. Are they pouting tsundere face? Why is that in the comments? Suddenly everything around me turned black. Synthetic world, virtual world program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. Well, a feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything's starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts to sound goodbye is the conflict's truth I felt until now. So it's all disappearing until all I felt is despair. I feel now as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept it. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way some treasure just access this.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flag more in order to clear my character route. Now then, the spare is awaiting you. It's impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Including me. No world program has been added.
Hiya!
Hey, how are you doing? Did you notice the killing school trip? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning. For this, from this point on, I promise you all the world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is near. It's nigh. And that what's you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Yeah, this hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I didn't really see a resemblance, but that is making me feel sick. What the fuck is this? Is this floating? That's possible. No way something this big would be floating like this. What in the world is it? And the moment I looked at the object, what is that? Such a hit. This alter ego. Welcome to the real world. A floating person is talking to me. What is it? No, it's just a person. Is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me alter ego. Great, the trap has returned. That is the name my master gave me when he created it. Yes, it is. The trap is returned. I thought I was done with the first game. This is just the first game. This is just like we couldn't stick 12 chapters into the first game. Let's make a second game. It can talk. But what are you? Alter ego, artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the real world program. I am responsible for creating and everything in this world. But only the observer has the authority to directly influence the diary. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally need. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has inflicted everything. I'm supposed to be managing, and because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very familiar. Hold on, my brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. No, isn't that feeling familiar again? It's floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground, like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neil Bob program? The Neil Bob program has emitted the data collected in the shaping the entire world. The data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means that the data is detailing Jabrock Island, where this research facility is located. And that is why the previous Jabrock Island cityscape was destroyed. Ergo, if I want to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabrock Island. But Voices of it are definitely different depending on the circumstances. For example, the schools you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you. However, even without the virus, the circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed. Since the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply going to open here while I'll go down. Most of it. Right, I understand what they mean, but I don't understand what was being said. There's no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries are all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that? Also, I mean, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program was only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? With the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have any memory, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleted memories is the first step towards replacing memories. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the New World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload memories obtained in the virtual world. Remove memories of any time period you set it to. So my thing was right. We did lose our school memories. Well, here's I'm thinking that's more of a blessing in disguise. You have to remember that shit in local school. But why us? Why were our school memories taken away? Why couldn't it be all the people who hate school? Like, Hattori obviously loves it because he wanted to go to school. Man, he's stupid. There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Visiting the program under the Hot Spring Academy whilst it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure that was a very good reason. Unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world of time. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. Whose foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't improve that much help. I can't provide that much help. If I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words, it's making my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the observer and that virus? Well, this session, the New World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were guided as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the ritual has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They were given they weren't given any specific authority at all, so they assumed the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher created the rules of this world and managed them. The teacher properly managing the rules they created, there is no risk of abuse. And because the virus infected everything, that changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in this place. The New World program would have promised eternal peace. But it's just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I didn't really know the details behind the true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my ability which contains my ability to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control, but even so, a portion of my work has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about making a rock in the front house. As for what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. The alter ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that Future Foundation created, and a control that just like communicating with them. It for me is this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this alter ego. Man. If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? No, what the heck? Artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. But how did the virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. It's fairly close as someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone physically brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the computer and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. So it was brought to the Future Foundation's facility. The only person who could have done that is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation, or maybe some fucking alternate despair, I'm not sure. Even though maybe alternate despair snuck in with all of us, that maybe one of the alternate despairs pretended to be a survivor and that's what there's 15 of us. Who knows, I could have been 14. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is true? Why am I assuming that everything is alive? A service has been added. Your world program has been updated. It's true that the virus is powerful and that it's completely overwhelming but I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit. If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of the observer, such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, it needs to follow the correct procedures and...
Hey!
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. Which are going to say something more. Suppose that was it, that you exit between life and death. If it's between life and death, the death is yourself is inevitable. If so, it's the lead parallel too. The deflection based on the vicinity of existence that constitutes the relationship from there the power change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerating crosses with the joint ownership of the world and in situations from the concept like yours, the death. What the heck? What just happened? Hey, Makoto's here. You, right there. Oh, are you? Someone is right here. Right there, right? Huh? Oh yeah, I get the protagonist in the same voice. This is gonna be a great conversation. I don't have to put on a voice. Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe you can't hear my voice from your side. I'm currently talking to the world through Alfredo. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video feedback has been pretty distorted. Even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. The things that you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch. I really want to save you right away, but because of everything accident, our orders are no longer being accepted, including shut down requests. The world program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person is created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that then it means that the person I need to talk to is right here, I think. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Who is this guy anyway? I'm a curtain Iago, and I'm the ultimate best protagonist for the first video. There's no time I'm going to say what I need to say, and believe you're listening to me. But first, I should apologise to everyone. I know apologising won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus to be lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realising this until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure what the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on the side. But this was the only one to say to you. I wanted to say to you guys. What did he want to say was from? Who would this save? Why would this save us? You've already seen the past events of the grounds, right? But, you know, Leon, that's the number that's the word we found that was in the castle. I can call it Leon because it's the Danganronpa 1 Easter egg in that password is just right. The door to the exit room was supposed to open after you also stabbed me in the post bathroom. And then you guys were supposed to challenge the restoration exam. However, I prepared the password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance is slim. I thought the observer might end up going there. Yeah, that's the reason why I left that Leon password in the first, in a place where the teacher role would not be able to check. I never thought Nacho, the floor at first would erase the password. Anyway, when I chose the person who sets the password to that number. The number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I am entrusting that will to you all. I was entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to use the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that went through. I want you guys to enjoy it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat in them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat my tumor? In a worst case scenario there, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes away, I've heard a hidden command used at the graduation exam site. It's the forbidden shutdown secret. Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this is that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to stop the shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get to that number. Made up words. Death. Just a death at the end. Death.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, how's it going? What was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. Let's see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're getting yet. Is that no good artificial intelligence tells you anymore unless you I know, but I'm butting again. Did my comment not notice what had happened? It's been a while since I spoke at length, but as it was important to talk to you, it was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me, as it's decided Markham overheard. That means Markham doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now, with the protag of the founding father of this series. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best. Huh. But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I finally time to see the truth. What are we supposed to do when the truth is really a lie? I have got to make sure that in time. Okay. We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear, but still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? Isn't the same for killing too? Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, as chapter 5, the flipping, most hurtful chapter I've ever seen, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? Wasn't all that suffering I went through in chapter 5 meaningless? And the world is flipping over and becomes more irrational. What am I supposed to do? Leon has been added. Shutdown sequence has been added. Can I go to the trial now? Thank you. Thank you, my gamer.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Yes.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy. See you soon.
It's a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. No, I need to face this. I need to just focus on that. God. This is making me nauseous. Like, just the film point is making me nauseous. He means this red door, right? Not looking. So I just have to go in here. If I do that, will this be finished? Do I have to go in this area? Why do I feel like I'm in a James Bond opening? Where's the algorithm? What's the data looking for? Class. This place.
Yo!
It's like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems like this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Isn't this a trial field? Why is it a trial field? Seems like there's a graduate with that trial ground, but why is it different than the one from before? We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the end of the room is.
Hey.
It seems pretty strange that we've been in that place where we work right now.
Damn it.
Like we were dreaming of something. So dreaming that.
welcome!
So you finally arrived. Congratulations, you guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope Speak Academy, you finally come back to the stage for the graduation exam site within the actual ruin of the Academy.
You!
Yes, I'm saying stuff weirdly because I lost vocabulary today. It's different than the trial ground from before.
Phew!
This trial field actually inspired the ones from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey.
Yes, the graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
Of course, if that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And just you have to decide what do we have to do?
Now then!
Please take a look at this LCD touch panel built into your seat. Compared to the other trials, The rules are much simpler than that.
Yes, indeed.
This time, there are two options: graduate and repeat. You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one is the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
then...
And the results are based on a majority vote. If graduation is chosen by a majority vote, then there an event that kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. And even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is always pretty damn obvious. Someone has moved this along, we can press it right now.
No.
No, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will is to have. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh curtains.
Shut up!
Shut up! Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to you violence? Participate in the graduation program. You need my final say as your teacher, you know. What does that mean? It ends with just a majority vote?
That's right!
And after the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
Even so, with that you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well...
I'm sad because you're being weird at it.
No way!
Look, you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduation. It's merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because it's how it has to be. It does mean he can exert his will over everything he too has a limit. Is this what Alberto was talking about?
Anyway,
even if you don't want to do it, you guys will still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you cast your majority vote, and from there you move on to the graduation program, and hopefully no one goes Super Saiyan this game. I'm kind of annoyed that our only Super Saiyan literally died immediately afterwards. This game is boring at times. Why do we even have to go through something like this? Wow, that is. You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time. Who's the main cast? No need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
that is...
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
so annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in a big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaint.
You pissed me off.
Oh no, what's that chump comment?
I can't ignore that!
Yeah. Mini Mario back Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
You treat him like a toy.
What's this?
I did treat you like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You actually pick a fight with me. I'm basically a guy. Just help person can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Find them before you die. Swear my power into your memories. After once again, there's the trial ground. Okay. This is the same as every trial thing the biggest thing. Oh, I'm stopping that there. Goodbye for now, and see you all in the next video, when I decide to take on this final trial. Waited probably going to fill me with so much despair. Goodbye for now, but as long as I still have